I suppose he could win. It'll just be a little bit hard. But I mean, he's shown from previous BRs that he can make good work out of this position. He has enough landings to where he can make use of his regal ships and use acapella does to cause some havoc. But yeah, now if you know the two says, who I have yet to mention, you know what's gonna happen. It's pretty damn nice. Okay, the thing that I was alluding to with the Mesoamerican region has not happened yet, but I mean, I guess y'all will see. One thing I guess I can say I admire about Zumbi is he at least hasn't stopped settling yet, but he just needs to start going to war. Gajamada settled Indochina. That's not something that normally happens, so I'm glad it did. Iroquois has settled the city of Buffalo in a city of literally nothing but snow. Good job, them. And they capture Atlanta, and this I don't agree with at all. They raise it, which they could very much use that to landlock the Shoshone from taking American lands, but they don't do it. And then you guys will see later on, Pocatello just puts a load of his military units in where Atlanta was, so Hiawatha can't sell it. It's actually kind of funny. But I'll just leave that to when it actually happens. Germany looks like they're trying to settle Scandinavia, but it looks like I don't think Gustavus will let them. Yeah, as you can see, Germany has more units than France, but his units are all attacking Denmark, which I just don't get. But yeah, I think at least them prolonging this war. Shaka goes after Haile Selassie. I will just leave that for you guys to see what happens. And interestingly, with their open borders, Poland has put their units in a position where they could go after the Ottomans. But of course, they're trying to go after Ashurbanipal, and well, they're failing miserably. I find it funny how some of the wars the AI has a shot at, they don't go after with enough ferociousness. But the wars that there's no way the AI can ever win, they just go after like their life depends on it. And, of course, their life fails. That's the only way I can put it. Because I mean, you can't win a war, you can't win. That's just a law about not being able to win things. You can't win them. It's quite simple. Funnily enough, Harar has more population than Addis Ababa. That's nice to know. One bad thing about the Kimberley that hammers the chances is they're looking like a pretty low population Civ 2. That's not good. I really thought that, because we're just zooming in on New Zealand's oceanic continent right now, I really thought that Papua would do better than they did. I really like these guys, but they just haven't settled for some reason. They do have one city on the Australian mainland, but they're just yet to go to war, and they're yet to get guns, which means that yeah, they just need to like conquer a city with iron and then upgrade all their Motu warriors. Cause the thing is, those are some useful units. They can sell exotic goods to people, and all they just need a more gen bar so they can pop all that, get their promotions and all. And they just need to conquer like Kalamuru, which is a Kimberley city that I think has iron in it. And then once they do that, they should be in the clear to actually start doing things. But right now they just kind of can't. So yeah, what I was really hoping would happen was the Australian Murray would have to do. Australia basically would be a 4-7 tournament. They start off with Kimberley versus Papua and Australia versus Murray, and then the winners of those fight each other, and whoever won that overall would be the winner of the Australian continent. What it's looking like it's going to be is Australia versus Murray, Murray versus Papua, Murray versus Kimberley, and then eventually it'll be Gambu who unites the continent. That's honestly what it looks like will happen. But, you know, there's always a chance that I'm a blathering idiot. Which we'll see. I could be. I've done it before. I've done it before. And there goes Perkenko, flipping again. I believe I try to click on it and fail miserably. Because it's really hard to click on places while your cursor's that stupid ass globe. With the pointer, it's easy. With the globe, it's very difficult. Yeah, that city just like flips eternally. Just because even Piranha and Latara never want to peace out. So yeah. It's just that Eva Peron thinks she can win the war just because Latara has a few cities left and no military. But because of the positioning, she can't, and she loses her units and never makes any progress, but also never makes peace so she can rebuild and actually launch a good invasion of Chilean lands. But yeah, that's what's happening over there. Up in here, yeah, I think I mentioned this, but France has made a landing on Britain, which that's pretty lit in. No, it's not a Gen 7 starter. What am I doing? But yeah, they've done that, so they're pretty expensive. I think they had a unit that was like on the sea. That's a settler. They're gonna settle Liberia with it. It's going to make you cringe. Okay, so Mussolini does have pikemen, so he does actually upgrade that force, but interestingly, still no composite bowmen. Still no composite bowmen. He still has archers for some reason, which I don't even think you can have pikemen and not have archers. Can you do that? Let's see, construction leads to civil engine. No, construction leads to God. Engineering. Something else. God, it's been a while since I've played my own games. This if not this one. The game I'm playing is a game with the Mongolia rework. And yeah, stuff has happened in it. No, I'm not. And no, I'm not uploading it. Although I'm not sure any of you wanted to see it uploaded. So yeah. Egypt, interestingly, on top of being war machines, has missionaries, so they're at least faithful. And also, Persia's Islamic. In my test game, they got the first religion, but yeah, they don't repeat it. They don't repeat it this time around. And yeah, you see here, if Nereus just reinforces in Tarsus and Delhi, he could definitely take Kolkata and basically just slap Maratha in the face. And that would be funny. I will say that would be nice and good to watch. Not from Maratha, who I just noticed have failed to settle the tip of the Indian Peninsula, and there's nobody on Sri Lanka yet. Gajamana? Question mark. Koksinga from Taiwan? Question mark. Yes, it is a two-population city that is almost certainly going to be removed by Lay Murray. In fact, I'll just tell you right now, it's pretty obvious they take the city. They do indeed capture the city. And that's why I said the Murray are one of the scary empires, because they do that by the end of this mega part. Meaning that our big three, if you want to call it that right now, would be the Murray, the Shoshone, and Siberia. So a bit different from other BRs, which is what I was hoping for. Just a bit different. Nothing too special though. But it's something. Okay, now Ramsey's going in after Gustav. I don't want to spoil anything, but nothing is going to happen. That's just a meaningless goal. You see, this kind of stuff, it's wars like this that give me hope for Ethiopia. Because if the AI is still doing this, by the time it's the modern era, and Ethiopia is still alive in the modern era, then they're going to. Oh. Yeah, their unique infantry is going to be buff as hell. Well, yeah. And this is just me marveling at the fact that the Dominican Republic still haven't settled, even though they have another settler they could use to colonize Venezuela. And marveling at the fact that Washington and William B. Ide have both forward settled them at this point. And the funny thing I was alluding to, California sent a settler through all of Aztec territory and settled the Panama Canal. That's hilarious, but it makes me sad because it wasn't my man Monty, and I wanted it to be so bad. Should be okay though. Should be okay. Yeah, like why else would Siberia have this force like all the way over there? They weren't invading Catherine. They are almost certainly invading Catherine, and it will almost certainly go well. I very much hope that it does, because I need to start seeing some powers emerging, man. It's almost late Renaissance. This game is almost at the halfway mark in tech. Although I could go back and add in Future Worlds. I don't know if Future Worlds is enabled or not. I'd have to check, but I don't think it is. Just because I don't want to like include too many mods and crash the game on accident. But also I'm not familiar with the mod at all. But I suppose if I really have to, I could go back and do it. Red Arms in the Renaissance, in regular Civ 5, the tech tree ends once you hit. No, you get halfway through the tech tree, which is the industrial era. Basically, the two groups is early game is ancient, classical, medieval, Renaissance, and then later on it's industrial, modern, atomic, information. And also, civs start having unique units by the information era. The last of the unique units are in the atomic era, and they belong mostly to Oda, Bismarck, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Pretty sure that with the mods I'm using, those are the only two civs that have a unique unit in the atomic era. I'm just kind of scanning through the map to see if I'm wrong, and I don't believe that I am. Yeah, I'm not. Those are the only two civs with atomic era uniques, and yep, there it goes. The Murray succeed in capturing the Australian capital. They have taken out Sydney and are moving it on Melbourne. I don't actually remember if they captured this or not, but they should, in theory, capture it. I think that is what happens to them. But, you know, the AI could always use its special ability of incompetence and be incompetent. That's the AI really likes that option, it seems. And though I'm using the aggressive, expensive, and smart AI mods, they just do not like to war. You know? You know. They just kind of don't. Well, with the exception of my boys Pocatello, Kuchum, and Gambu, who have succeeded in wars, and Darius actually. Gotta give credit to Darius, German, Bismarck, our big three, and our big three, I guess, for succeeding in wars. And I guess I kind of want to give it to either Ramses or Mussolini for succeeding, but I'm not sure, honestly. We should get the You Succeeded in a War award. I would give it to Hiawatha, but he's trying to raise important cities for his empire, and he doesn't resettle them. Even though, if you look in this shot, yeah, in this shot, Hiawatha does have a settler he could use to resettle Atlanta, but, nah, he just lets Pocatello send a bunch of military units into it instead. Which hasn't happened yet. But you just gotta trust me on this. It will. It will. It very much will. The 11 minutes left in this video, it will indeed happen. yeah, Darius moving on this capital, but I think yeah, Darius moving on the Syrian capital. Oh, oh God. Okay, so if my audio sounds terrible right now, I apologize. What I just heard was like, I think I like pressed the wrong way on my headphones and it made like some staticky sounds. Last time that happened in my Civ 6 LP, my audio kind of went haywire. So if that happens, then I deeply apologize. I didn't want this to happen. And yeah, the Inca just conquered that one Palmarte city that they settled. So yeah, if my audio is bad, please just bear with me for the last 11 minutes. I am very apologetic and very much wish that this didn't happen. But I mean, it looks like it has. So what can I do? Not much. It should be good now. I am no longer hearing the buzzing, and I am not touching my cord in any way, so should be in the clear. But I mean, I can't be sure. I really cannot be sure at all, like in any way. The Shoshone trying to plop themselves in between Hiawatha and William Beide, while there is still space. Which yeah, they barely have enough space to settle here. Like I think in my live commentary, I should have said there's enough space, but there is. They just need to like settle in a very specific spot, and then that city once they settle it, basically won't be able to grow ever because it's a Shoshone city. It already just eats up a ton of land. So there's gonna be like one tile that it can acquire afterwards once it's settled. Yeah, now that land is open. Yeah, you can see that military force the pikeman Pocatello has. Yeah, he's gonna try and move that in on Washington, right where Atlanta is. And actually, in my live, I predict he goes to war against. Actually, I guess spoilers, but only kind of. Pocatello does not declare war on Hiawatha like right now. That does not happen. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, yeah. I guess that never ends up happening. But like, yeah, I'll only say that. I only like spoil that because that's what I thought would happen when I did this in live commentary, which I'm no longer in. So yeah, yeah. Oh, and there it goes. The war I was alluding to all this time was Gajah going up against the Trungs, and he has some help from Genghis Khan, and later on Manu Chenu of the Shanu. Now it's time for me to talk about these two. Vietnam. They've settled a lot of China, which is good. Their problem is they don't have they haven't built any units, which prompted Gajah to declare this war. So, I think with their cities, they can build some units, conquer some Taiwan, and be looking pretty nice. But I mean, they haven't yet, which is why I think that Gajah of Indonesia has a chance of winning. He's shown he's expansive in that he's settled Indochina, and he's going for a war. So, yeah. I think if he wins this, which he has enough units to do, maybe he takes the Vietnam's capital, we could see him do it to him. We could very much see Gajah of Indonesia become a strong civ, which I think everybody here would be happy for. Pretty damn sure there ain't a man in the earth who would not like to see Indonesia do well. Unless, like, an Indonesian murders your family or something, in which case I condone your loss. But yeah, Indonesia's looking like they have more of a shot than I've ever seen them have. Which, that's exciting. Also, Genghis is going after them. He actually is a bit closer than you think, but he has a bunch of mountains that are never deleted in his way. So, Yeah, I don't think he crosses over in time. I don't think he does. Okay, he almost certainly doesn't. So I apologize for that, because I know y'all want to see Yangs do this stuff. But a good attack from above, if not from Manu Chanyu, who actually I think doesn't roll for him in either this part or I accidentally spoiled the next part, which if I do, then I apologize. That was not my intention by any means. As this video comes to a close, yeah, Russia has a few longswordsmen, but that's not it. If Siberia, I'm confident that if Kuchum gets Poland to go after Russia with him, then the Russians will fall. Like, there's no way they're surviving both of them. They can survive one, but not two. You know? Yeah. I think actually if that happens, Poland will make the most gains because they're more able to consistently reinforce that front than Kuchum is. All of Kuchum's units are a bit too far away for them to really make a huge difference. So I guess just because of that, yeah, Poland and Hills Russia they'll become pretty strong, and we'll see a Polish-Siberian war, which that'll be interesting. And actually, I guess there's one civ I forgot to mention, and that is the Golden Horde. They're dead. They can't win. Okay, that was basically just a big old joke. Because, I mean, the Golden Horde aren't in. Everybody knows that there's one civ that is definitely not going to win this. It is the Golden Horde. They have shown themselves to be pretty trashy. Like, I posted this on the r/shit battle royale like a few days ago, but I buffed their unique unit just because of how frail and not good it was. And even then, they didn't even live long enough to have their unique unit. They got killed by Siberia before it happened. Yeah, this is why I say that, yeah, Mongolia is strong. But if you look at Siberia's borders, they just kind of expanded in a big old rectangle without really, yeah, I'd say without really expanding westward enough to consistently reinforce a Russian front. Like, their best bet would be to attack from their Golden Horde territory, which right now, that is puppeted. So, yeah. Therefore, they might have a rough time with that war. But they're sending some units to do it, so who knows what their task force will accomplish. Hopefully take a city or two. And then, like, take a city or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, or 7, or 8, or 1,000,000. Annex the entire Russian Empire. Because why not? Become the Khanates of Russia. Or become the Khanate of USSR. Sure, why not? Stalin, change your name to Stalin Khan. That's some amazing fan art I want made. But yeah. Taiwan is a gallows went about, and I'm very surprised they haven't settled the Philippines, especially because they have a settler? Actually, no, they don't. At least not one you can see from this slide. And this is that Ethiopian Zulu war that I left the secret for you guys. Spoilers! And nothing happened. It is a done deal. So yeah, they're done with that. But yeah, Gajimata right now, he reinforces his front. Yeah, he has enough reinforcements to do something with this front. The question is, will Giandamara do something with him? He keeps a lot of trams around, so I don't think he can. Also worth noting, the Indonesian capital is very low in population. Very low just because of where it is. They haven't built the proper buildings in it, like lighthouses and whatever, to feed themselves from the ocean, so yeah. If I feel bad, maybe I'll give Gajimata a fish resource. Because his capital has no fish resources and it's at like 7 population. So I might just give him a fish. the great English gods might just bestow this man with fishes. Like, yes, Surabaya and Medan are both more population than his 8 population Jakarta, which is the same population as his 8 population Makassar. So yeah, he does not have that great of a capital, which is not all that great. I don't know what to say about it other than, yeah, it's not the best. It's really not. But yeah, we got a wonder slide. Shoutouts to Raja Papua for having and building his unique wonder of the Hiri voyage. In the in the future Civ game, I really want an ability that like, or wait, the episode's about to end. I guess I'll say that in a bit later. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up in just a minute. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the 6am Battle Royale. I certainly hope it was an enjoyable one. And I will see you guys for the next one where we return to live commentary.